Hello, everyone. James Wilson here. And today I'm going to talk to you about the Democratic strategy. They have been, if you've been paying attention, or maybe not have been paying attention, but if you've been paying attention, you will see that the Democrats are strategizing big time. And so, one of the things that they're doing, they've tried to do many different things as far as winning the election, or at least getting Trump out of the election. Their mission is to beat Trump at all costs, okay? And if they don't do that, they're going to lose the election, and it's more difficult to try to rig an election if it's 50 states versus just one country and everyone votes. And if you do it based on the popular vote, it makes it a little bit easier. But they're trying their best to win, and their goal is to beat Trump at all costs. That's what they want to do. So they have been doing different things to try to beat him. Obviously, in 2020, they used the media to their advantage. They used the coronavirus to their advantage to ballot harvest in Democratic controlled areas. And it worked. So the question is, will it work now? So let's talk about it. Number one, they wanted to label him as a felon. This was during the midterms. He went through all those trials and court dates and yada, yada, yada. And he still won the primary, so that didn't seem to work. So then they arrested him. And it seemed like it brought his polling up, especially in Georgia where they arrested him. So that didn't work. Then they tried to and I'm just going to say it like this, they let Butler, Pennsylvania happen. They really didn't do anything to try to stop it. But through the gift of God, that didn't work either. Number four, and this is going on throughout the whole entire deal, nonstop negative media coverage, and how they timed it is very important, because when he was running against Biden, you didn't hear all these negative ads against Trump, but you did hear about Biden being incompetent a little bit, and that goes all the way to the debate. Number five is to remove Biden after the RNC minimizing the blow. So, what the Democrats wanted to do is they wanted to get Biden to debate in June. So that was part of the plan, is to get Biden to debate in June. And as you can tell, they did not drug him up. So he did extremely poorly in that debate. And that was done on purpose. It was part of the plan, folks. So doing the debate in June enabled the Democrats to find someone else in time. If they did the debate after the DNC, it wasn't going to get enough time to get a new candidate. And if they did, Biden was already the candidate. He'd have to step down, but that wasn't enough time, folks. So their strategy was to get Trump to approve debating Biden in June, and that's exactly what happened. That was probably one of the mistakes that Trump made, was to agree to debate Biden in June. They were going to do everything that they can to get Biden to fail. And when you looked at the CNN debate between Trump and Biden, you will see that they never corrected Donald Trump. They were extremely unbiased. And when I saw that debate, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because are they going to just let Biden lose? Do they really want Trump to be president? This doesn't make any logical sense. It didn't make any logical sense until they installed Harris. Hello, people. Makes logical sense now, doesn't it? So you have they tried to they let Butler, Pennsylvania. They let it happen. Then the RNC happened, and then right after the RNC, Biden announced that weekend, after the RNC, that weekend, Biden announced that he was dropping out of the race. Think about that, folks. Hello? It's like an ocean wave. It's going. It's connecting the dots, people. This isn't hard to figure out. So, they installed Harris instead of doing a whole new election. They just installed her. Biden gave her all the delegates. Harris didn't win a single vote. Now, could Harris won if they did do a whole new election? Yeah, she probably would have won. I'm going to be honest with you. She was, according to minorities, she's black. She's the vice president, so she has a leg up on everyone. I mean, who would have beaten her? Gavin Newsom? No. Gretchen Whitmer? Probably not. Who would beat Harris? Think about it. Hillary Clinton? No, they already went that route. Didn't work. So who's going to beat her? Nobody's going to beat her anyway. So once the dust settled, once Harris was prompted, she chose her VP. Now, I thought it was going to be Shapiro. She said, no, it's not going to be Shapiro. It's going to be Walz. She preferred Walz, right? She thinks, and the Democrats think, and I agree, they pretty much have Pennsylvania locked up, folks. They don't need Shapiro. I already know that. So, now this is what they're doing. Now. And they're going to have new things that are going on. Folks. This isn't over. We still have the October surprise, right? They're going to do something. Oh, who the heck knows what they're going to do? But the Democrats are going to do something. Trump is dodging bullets. How I feel. So, as you may know in previous videos, Arizona and Georgia, they're not doing this major ballot harvesting anymore. Look at the map. Arizona and Georgia. I have going Republican. And on top of that, Wisconsin has a huge polling error. We talked about the huge polling error. In 2016, Clinton was up by 6.5. Donald Trump won by 0.7. That's a 7.2% swing in favor of Donald Trump. In 2020, Biden was up by 6.7. Similar numbers. 6.5 and 6.7. Guess what? Biden only won by 0.7. That's a 6-point swing. Now Harris is up by 0.7. That's right, folks. 0.7. So if the polling error is similar, which I don't know if it is or not, Trump's going to win easily. He's going to win Wisconsin easily. So when you couple that with Harris, they're going to do major ballot harvesting in Nevada. We all know that. Harris is going to win. In Michigan, easy access to voting. You'll see the ballots all over the streets. Be like junk mail. And in Pennsylvania, they're going to do the ballot harvesting. We all know that, and she's up in the polls. So not only she's up in the polls, they're going to do the major ballot harvesting. And not only that, Trump didn't overperform last time. We talked about all that. So she's going to win that. So that leaves to one state, North Carolina. And look what you know, folks. This is number 7. This is their next plan on their part of their mission. Is to throw Robinson under the bus, saying that he said all this garbage things. Whether he said it or not, they know. They know that they can't get to Trump. Trump won North Carolina in 2020. He won North Carolina in 2020. What makes you think that they can just attack Trump and then Trump loses? No, they have a different strategy. Their first strategy in 2020 didn't work. What makes you think it's going to work now? It's not. So what they decided to do is to make lies against Robinson, saying that, I don't know what the heck happened, something about Nazism and slavery, and a black man saying, I want slavery back. It's all lies. And he's getting frustrated. Robinson's getting frustrated. I mean, I would get frustrated, right? And so they're hoping that that will bleed into the Trump support. So now Robinson is trailing by almost double digits. And they're hoping that that will bleed into Trump. And what they're hoping is that they'll get enough people to vote to harvest the ballots to get Harris to win the state. Because guess what? If Harris wins the state, she wins the election. It's that simple. This isn't complicated, folks. This is what they're trying to do. Because they know that Georgia's lost. Because they're not going to vote as much. There's not this huge ballot operation. And Arizona's the same way. And with illegal immigration, she's even more in the hole. And then with the polling differences, the huge outliers, assuming that they're the same, Wisconsin's gone. So it only leaves North Carolina, folks. It's winnable. So that's what they're doing right now. So right now, I feel, and this is my opinion, I guess we'll find out later, Trump leads in Georgia, Arizona, and Wisconsin. Harris leads in Nevada, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So that leaves one state, North Carolina. They see the opening there. See, it's so difficult to try to maneuver because we have different states. The Democrats are pissed off about Georgia and Arizona not doing the major mail-ins. Because let me tell you something, if they did the major mail-ins, Trump would be in trouble. Be similar to North Carolina, I would say. Wisconsin's turning to the right big time more than anybody say. More than anyone thinks. No one's talking about these things, right? Only I am. So at the end of the day, will it work? It might. Right now, Trump's up by 0.6, but that doesn't mean anything because, as I said, they're still going to ballot harvest in North Carolina. So once you do the math, Harris is up by about 1/4 point. You know, maybe. It's a pure toss-up. It's a pure toss-up, and they know it. And so that's why Harris is spending so much money in North Carolina, and Trump has to defend it. He has to defend it. Everyone's talking about Pennsylvania's going to choose the election. No, it's not. I don't believe that. I mean, it could. You know, if you know, North Carolina went for Harris, and then all of a sudden, you know, Pennsylvania somehow goes for Trump, you know, on a tilt margin, then yeah, Trump wins the election. Sure. I mean, it's possible, right? I mean, I just think that with all the, I mean, she didn't choose Shapiro. If she thought that she needed Shapiro to win Pennsylvania, don't you think she would have picked Shapiro? Hello, people. Well, anyways, let me know what you think about this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. Any questions or comments would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.